Hello YouTube, welcome back to more Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate with Valar and I.
Yes, hello.
Why are you wearing the Yukumo stuff?
Because it's a glamour.
Oh,
I've been wearing this for the last 2 sessions.
I didn't pay attention until now. It's a G-rank hyper monster, but it's a Royal Ludroth.
It will absolutely destroy us.
We'll see.
Let me quickly eat.
Did I? Yes, I did. I did.
Water resistance, that would probably help.
I also ate for water resistance, but that was before I even picked the hunt.
And off we go.
And off Sora goes after dropping off a ball. There was more than just her legs visible there, wasn't it? She bent over to drop the ball.
I just see some legs on the past stream.
Oh. She's coming back. That was the entirety of her body, briefly.
Very briefly.
And then she's staring at the screen, being like, oh, that's that game again, huh? Just keep playing that, huh? And then she left.
I marked the Ludroth.
I knew it was there, I'm on my way.
No idea what its G-rank attack is. I mean, I've probably seen it in 3, but it's been too long.
More roly-polies and shots, probably.
Oh, a water slam.
By which I mean a water slam, obviously.
Yep. He did like a big slam and then had like a wave of water emanating from his sponge, which is pretty gross actually, come to think of it.
Best feature.
Does it count as a flagship?
No. There was no more SDC, or whatever the initials were for that conference. Reveals for new monsters beyond the Galavinus subspecies, although they did hint at ones for Toby, Puki, and something else that was new to World.
Anjanath? No, that was
Anjanath is done. Yeah. Bugger, I forgot who it was now. Because they showed slides of like the base versions being all like, oh, there'll be more to be revealed, so that kind of implied.
I mean, although Garon already had one.
Yeah.
Battle Geese?
Nope.
Dodogama? Nope.
Don't think it was Dodogama.
You'd have mentioned that.
Yep. I can try and find the post once the monster walks off or after the hunt.
What else was new to World? Eurytotus, but that's boring.
Yeah, it wasn't. Well, the fish already has a. Well, there's a new fish.
The Great Jagras? No, they won't give him a subspecies. He's trash. Palumo, Toby, and Puki.
Oh yeah, you know what? It was Palumo. That's who it was.
Keep forgetting about that thing.
Yep, we didn't really fight it a lot.
There was no reason to.
Plus, it feels bad because he's adorable.
And he's basically the Great Jagras of the Highlands.
And his armor is very, very camp.
Oh, very fluffy.
Well, the female version is fluffy, the male version is camp. Hello, Seeker. We've only just started, this is the first hunt.
Yeah.
Who would want to pop a bat balloon? Exactly. It's adorable. It is a disgusting rat face, but still, he's adorable.
But he's filthy flying Skaven.
Don't ruin everything by saying it's Skaven. Like that poor pigeon.
Oh yeah, true. Well, he kind of is, isn't he?
He is a flying rat, yes. Roly-polied one, we just did roly-polied the other.
Yep, that was.
And to do it again!
4 roly-polies. Yeah, he finally turned.
Oh, sorry.
Only to leave, I think. Is this a leave? No.
If it is, I'll quickly go find that.
Not anymore, it isn't.
No.
Cut off his tail.
I'm not carving, I'm sharpening and looking for the link at the same time.
It's going towards you.
I'm moving to the side without looking. Aha!
Royal Ludroth Shard. Okay. Don't forget to carve the tail.
Oh wait, why am I looking it up? We worked it out. It's Paladin.
Tail is at the yellow zone line. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. It's got an exclamation mark on the map. I know where it is. Yeah, I don't see any other new information on the subreddit anyway. I checked just in case.
It's the main broken.
Nice. What would the Monster Hunter World version of Batman look like? Something akin to Batman Ninja, probably?
Just Batman with like 8 different hunter weapons strapped to him. Basically.
Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Like what Bullseye was doing in Marvel Ultimate.
Yes. Who's Bullseye?
Daredevil's rival that is accurate with any weapon.
Ah, I see.
He was the villain in season 3 of the Daredevil TV show, and they did it very well. Because he didn't have a campy costume. Well, he wore Daredevil's costume at one point, but he was mostly just a guy with very good accuracy that turned everything into a weapon.
That makes sense.
His name is Poindexter. Which is a silly name.
That is a silly name.
But they got around that by just referring to him as Dex.
Could this thing stop rolling on me?
Yeah, I'd like that as well. Did it fall over? Oh, it did.
Yes.
We'll probably be limping soon. Also, chat, how is the volume? Is the game volume like not drowning us out or anything? Because I have to keep changing between games.
Yeah, because for some reason Ultimate Alliance was really, really quiet.
Yeah, I have no idea why that is.
Maybe it's just got a low output across the board.
Yeah, maybe. That tickles.
Seppo says it's fine.
Good. He's totally trustworthy.
He's mostly trustworthy, I'd say.
Out of 10?
7 or an 8.
Yeah, it's pretty trustworthy.
He might do a goof now and then, but he's mostly trustworthy.
Why is he attracted to the Goofy family?
Because he grew up in the 90s and watched too many Disney cartoons.
Disney claims another victim. Yeah, I know she needs the ball thrown. She's being very patient, to be fair. Yes, I am talking about you.
Dang it.
That was a very convenient knockover you just did on me there, got me out of that damage.
Roll.
That's just a G rank thing for it as well, apparently. It just enjoys doing many roly polies.
Combo rolls, yep.
There, I threw the ball. Oh, stunned.
He's angry now.
And limping, maybe?
One would hope so, but I don't think so. He only did one water shot there and he's falling over a lot, so he might be close.
Shoulder barge.
Gonna roll me again.
Bah.
Yes.
Yes, I hear you. Hello there. Oh.
He rolled me into the next zone. Great.
He's coming in. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Oh, he is.
Damn it. I was just zoning back.
That's just typical. See, he was thinking of saying something like, wait, I didn't hear you over the music, or what? That's the kind of answer I would expect. Oh. Excuse me, why do I have two of your legs up on my knee? Hmm? Yes, what is it? What? You're getting attention.
But not enough.
Apparently not.
It needs to be all the attention all the time.
Limping when it stands up, calling it out.
It's angry again. No problem. I hit you often enough, you can hit me back.
Is that a limp? No, it's not a limp.
He's still got life in him. He's gonna roll. Me.
Nope, that is not the block button of this game. That is the block button of this game. Did you even bring the ball back? Did you bollocks? There's the one.
Finally.
Staying near your cat with the healing hat on its face.
It's a decent hat.
It's no puffer fish with an angry expression on its face, but it's close.
Indeed.
Just attack your cat there.
No, he did a tail swipe at you, I
Oh,
think.
but then he changed where his power-ups were.
One final roll.
I've activated that tickles mode.
He's gonna walk away.
I hope
No,
not,
he
because I
won't.
can't sprint in when this is active.
Nope, he wanted to roll me again. Now he's walking away.
No, my one weakness when this is active. The enemy moving away from
Staggered
me.
him out of it. Or not. Nope, he's still staggering away. But hey, I have my special ready so I can kill him.
Alright, we'll let him sleep then. That doesn't look like the ball I threw for you. That looks like an entirely separate
It's
toy.
a different ball.
It's shaped like a bone. Might call it a bone.
That's a weird ball.
Pardon me. XP
Well, let's
sneaking
find
mode.
out. Yeah. He's asleep. Let's kill him. Where's his face? There's his face.
Sleeping on what's left of his tail.
Rip.
Hurrah!
That's a whetstone. That's not the carve.
Clearly
we
not, no. Unless he's been eating whetstones.
There we go. Got my whetstone back.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to need to stick to G rank stuff now because we pretty much cleared out high rank other than the really high end high rank.
That's annoying.
Yeah. But low G stuff is less annoying than high, like Elatrion and such.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't see anything of interest on the gaming news pages. I know, right?
All the hyper bits, excellent.
Go get a ball. Or stare at me. Mm-hmm. That's your usual MO. What do you think is going to win the poll tomorrow?
Hard to say, really.
You say that every week. That's sitting on the fence.
Deep Rock.
It
At least second place.
Doesn't usually do super well.
But usually we play it a lot.
True, yeah, we haven't played much this week. Ooh, actually, in high rank there is some stuff.
Some stuff sounds promising.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there's actually quite a bit in the final bit of high rank. We can handle that. Are still going to be challenge, but not G rank challenge. For example, a pine cone lad.
No, Raft is not gonna win because it's not in the
It's
poll.
not in the poll because it's just Saturday's our day for Raft because that's when Hawks is definitely available and Magic Bananas is almost always available. So it just kind of it fits that slot very well. Because he can only do stuff on the weekends because he weeks during the work.
Mm-hmm. So where the hell does Sergio spawn in here?
Probably the very top because I don't think he would go down to the vampire bits, volcano bits. I'm just getting all my words confused. Vampire bits.
Nice.
It's the heat. Although you definitely got it worse.
A little bit, yes. But it could still be worse, somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's up here. Where young Garuga hangs out.
In that case, I'm on my way up.
Quite a large one as well.
Yep, he's pretty big.
It's actually
He's
making
a flagship.
it's making
so-
some of his attacks miss more because he's so large.
Wait, is he a flagship?
He is a flagship. He was Monster Hunter 4's flagship.
Oh yeah, he
No,
was.
wait, no. Was he Ultimates? Gore was on one of them, but then he was on the other. No, Gore must have been 4, so he must have been 4 Ultimate. Right? Must have been that way around. Yeah, 4 Ultimate.
Yeah, must have been. Come on, let me hit you.
Yeah, that works. You can just ask him.
Yes,
Oh, I don't know.
he's into that.
Spend some real quick water with blood. Actually, you've got the flask with mask out, so this week. Yeah. Come back, cat that has the healing thing.
It's fish for mounts.
Yeah.
Let me go. Oh, there
If he
it is.
does make it back into Iceborne, Frostborn, whichever, I hope they do a massive shift on his music, because his music isn't that great.
Yeah, it's kind of boring, isn't it?
I like the Nargacuga remix. I listened to that after last time. The generic music for Dice Era is pretty good as well. It was mostly the start of the Nargacuga music they changed. The rest was just, well, it's the same but it's orchestral.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're playing it on PC, you can just mod it and get the old tracks in if you absolutely have to.
True. How has he not been mounted yet?
He's a very sturdy lad.
Oh, you got him.
There we go.
Yeah, good.
Finally.
Crush him.
Cannot.
Throaty ball in the meantime.
Roar. Oh, that's a fail.
Sweeping high kick.
Got him.
Until I think my cat is missing. No, your cat is missing pathetically with excavator.
I'm not surprised.
I think it had locked onto the wing for some reason.
Or it's his closest hitbox.
No, his tail was closer.
That's weird.
Oh, not right there. Neat. I need a emote of me taking a picture for every time I say neat. In the same way that Bender does when he says neat.
Yes.
Close on. Yeah, just stretch. You trying to attract chance because you're horny. That's a yes. Make them feel sorry for you. You still got your dinner to eat. I checked the break.
Does she just not like it or something?
No, it's just when they aren't on their season for a little bit, they can go off their food. It might be the heat as well, I guess. But she is getting back into it. She ate both her other meals today perfectly fine.
Yeah, makes sense.
You're not even in the camera view if you stand there. Oh, she hears the dog barking because I can hear it too.
Is she gonna retaliate?
She woofed a little bit and then ran through the bedroom. She didn't go full bark though. Yeah, no, I heard it too.
She's a bit early.
Yeah.
By a bit, I mean a lot. But then again, it's Monster Hunter.
She hasn't been super played with today because I edited a battle report and got that uploaded, then I recorded and edited a contrast video as well, so I was actually doing stuff. Still waiting on some elusive paints arriving, so I just did some ultramarines. Well, specifically eliminators, so they're mostly camo cloak.
Okay. Did you do any designs on it, or just...
Yeah, I tried an
Solid
urban
colour.
camo thing. Basically exactly what I did on the set I already had painted with normal paints, but just tried them with contrast to see if it turned out better or worse.
Ah, I see. Did you, like, do comparison?
Yeah.
Good.
But I've made the videos be 3 days apart on the other channel for now, just because until those bloody contrast paints arrive I can't do some of the planned stuff I have ready. Because for now I've been working on like every 2 days, but
Yep.
I'm needing to extend it for a little while until those orders come in. One's getting shipped next week for sure, but the other one I think might be the week after that.
Do you need both for a certain model, or
No. I need either
Okay,
or
that's good, at
to
least.
get me to the point where I can do something. And I think the order of it's going to be next week will allow me to paint the things that I both want to do on a video, and also will then let me do the next Batman battle report I want to do.
Oh, okay. Is a new bat wrap up?
There is a new one up tomorrow, I think.
Also, is this the way I need to go? No, this is the wrong way.
It's down to... Oh, it's through where... Wait, are you sure? Yeah, it's through where, like, Tigris goes, right?
Down one more from there, but that drop leads you on the big chamber.
Is this monster's thing that it hits you with its brain?
No, it's scales.
Yeah, it's like a pine cone, it shoots those at you.
It's got massive dandruff.
Oops, I fell down. Not all the way, thankfully. Can't you? Oh, this room does get as hot, so like...
Yep. Is he gonna limp straight out of here? He might.
It better not, because I've used a cold drink. I'm committed.
Rip. Is that better or worse than limping out of here?
About the same, because I still wasted the cold drink, essentially.
I see.
Oh well. I can check when that battle report is via my phone. Let's see. Scheduled July 22nd, 2 days. And then a 40k battle report is up 3 days after that, and then contrast video is up 3 days after that. Patreon early access. Doing that kind of thing with YouTube videos can kill its discoverability if it's available privately before you make it public.
YouTube is weird.
Yeah, I mean I can't say for certain that is what happens, but it comes across like that. Wine. What? She's getting attention. It's just it's...
Not enough.
No, it's not enough. Your
It's not
hormones
enough,
are
though.
controlling you. Imagine an actual parent sitting down and having that discussion with their child and just saying to them, "You're letting your hormones control you."
That's not helpful.
No. Even if it is accurate. Shush. Oh, good grief.
But yeah, the new Wolfenstein is out at the end of the month, isn't it?
Yes, something like that.
Any plans?
No, I still haven't played the second of the newest two. I like the first of the newest set and the expansion it had. I think there was some weird thing about the second one when it launched, like it had problems or something like that. I don't remember now. They put me off going to. Oh, and plus the first one kind of ends with a perfect kind of send off.
That makes sense.
It doesn't really leave much threads open for a follow-up, but it was popular, so there has to be follow-ups. It's co-op. That's because it's Blastowitz's daughters, right? So
Yep.
that makes sense. It's where I am.
I know, but I spawned very far away from it for this map. So I had to take a long way around. I spawned with the Veggie Elder.
See. Oop, just obliterated a fly by accident.
Good. Only 49 more.
Forever to attack, why don't you?
This is not powered up yet.
Yeah.
Might be getting angry now though.
A little bit. His head is charged up area. Oh, I briefly heard your female hunter back from you there.
Yep.
It's only ever when she's
usual
really high
jump
pitched.
attack.
Yeah.
Yep. Must be something with the Discord like noise gate picking that up.
Playing enough co-op stuff as it is right now anyway, chat.
That is correct. There's a lot of co-op games going on currently.
And two of which could be exceptionally long term, who knows. Also, someone did mention Streets of Rogue is out of early access and that has co-op.
Oh, okay.
It was fine when I tried it, but I tried it like super early in its early access lifespan, so I don't know how much it's changed since then.
Probably a lot, one would hope.
I would hope so. I remember it got made fun of a little bit just by being so like cliche.
Cliche can be good.
And its sense of humour is a little juvenile. He's angry.
Mm-hmm. And powered up. Yep. Big zaps.
That tickles. That also tickles. It continues to
you?
tickle. No, he's hitting me, it's just my fortress walls are on, so I'm immune to everything.
Oh. Don't think I'll have the same luck, right?
No.
Yeah, of course the gaming news is slow because it's the summer break, basically.
Gamescom was soon though, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I had an email about that.
Yeah, but
I've
for
had-
some
yeah, I've
reason
had a
no
couple.
games come out in summer, even though a lot of kids are off school and would like new games.
Because they're away on holidays and sales are generally down and advertising is down in summer as well because of the holiday
Yeah.
thing. It's all connected. Yeah, Gamescom must be soon because I've had at least 2 emails saying, "Are you attending?"
Are you?
No.
Why am I not surprised?
Nice of them to ask anyway.
But yeah, those huge conventions wouldn't be for me either.
I only ever almost went to one, and it was the one they were going to do in Glasgow, and they cancelled it. Yes, I hear you.
I mean, isn't it just a lot of queuing and crowds?
Essentially, but if you're press, you usually get some preferential access and or treatment. Some events have press days and then public days. That's how E3 works.
Or at least used to work.
Well, yeah, it's all mixed now because they need the money. Speaking of which, I already made fun of this on Twitter, but Nintendo is doing their summer sale now.
Yep, I saw.
And they sent out an email to everybody saying up to 70% off. There really should be an asterisk because there's only 4 Nintendo games. Well, actually no, there's only 2 Nintendo games, and then 2 they helped fund on the Switch, I believe, in the sale.
Yep.
And the best offer on any of them is 33%. The only game I could see for 70% off was some shitty football game by a third party.
Yep. Or some shitty, like, asset flip kind of game that already costs only like $2.
So if you wanted a super old Switch game like Splatoon 2 or what was the other one?
$60, please.
Mario Party, yeah, you can get them for slightly less than the rip-off price they normally are in Europe. I don't know if the American store prices are better, but in Europe they're never good because Nintendo just bleeds Europeans dry for some reason.
Yep. Which is why I buy most of my Nintendo games second-hand. Why wouldn't I?
I'm that way with prostitutes.
Isn't that one? Not made our money.
But what if they were though?
Okay, this is getting weird. Can we change the topic or something?
Did I already tell the story of the other day? Like I handled actual money for the first time in ages. Did I tell that? I can't remember. I think I
don't think so.
You know what? I think I told my sister when I was at her birthday lunch with her. So my mother picked up some messages for me last week, so I owed her some money. So I went to the ATM and got her some, and was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Our money sucks now. I forgot about that." Because they redid all like how the notes are, so they're much smaller. They're more plasticky feeling, like Australian money, and they're just awful to hold. I hate them.
Huh.
Old money is so much better.
Oh, weird.
It's the one that caused a bit of a fuss as well, because there's like animal product in it. So vegetarians were like, "I can't spend that. It's got animal in it."
Why would money have to have animal products in?
Animal fat or something like that, or animal glue. It was some like base marrow thing. It's just it's to make it more sturdy.
Glue. Or gelatin.
Because as much as I prefer the way the old money handled, after it's been handled for a while, it became kind of yucky. Having worked in retail, I saw some really horrible looking notes.
Yep, Beth.
But yeah, for the most part, I don't handle cash. Occasionally, I get like, I have some change, coins, but very, very rarely any notes because there's no point. In fact, my mother would often just say to me, "You can just send it to me through the bank," but that feels so impersonal. If I owe a family member money, that I feel like, no, I'm going to give you the money by hand. It's weird to do a money transfer to family. Especially if it's like between 10 and 30 pounds, not like a small amount. You do that a lot? You're weird, Seppo. Although Valnar is being silent on the subject, so I have a feeling he might as well. Valnar? Oh. Valnar? Did my opinions on currency break the camel's back? He's in Discord, just can't hear him. It's fine. I didn't realise he felt so strongly about currency. Discord does appear to be kill, yeah. It's having issues. Give it a second, I'm sure it'll sort itself. Imagine if we've been playing Deep Rock trying to communicate. Oh, look, he's lamenting over my opinion on money. Would it have been better if I just said "eat the rich"? That's the internet meme, right? Let's all eat the rich. Starting with...
Well,
oh, hello.
This is weird. You're on the other mic now.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. That is strange. Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Huh. Discord was doing a thing. We're doing a quest called Child of Destruction. It's my nickname for Sora. That's
Oh
not true.
boy,
I just
a
call her Stinky Butt.
Normal Rajang.
Yep. High rank though.
Did I eat? Yes. Oh, this is gonna be... it's gonna be okay, it's just a Rajang.
Raging Rajang.
Oh, right.
He's Super Saiyan all the time. And can ascend to almost godhood.
Mm-hmm. I think he spawns down here in number 2, I think.
No, who does he work
Possibly.
for? Nobody's going to get an Austin Powers reference these days.
Probably not, no.
Yes, I am helping myself to a compliment.
Is he here? Let's find out. Do I see a massive ape? Yes, I do. He's pretty big.
Ooh, that is a tall one.
I think he looks angry.
It'd be really silly to smack him then. That just seems like it'd make him angrier. What the? That didn't trigger me? I didn't do the dodge, but it also didn't hurt me. It was very strange.
Missed you.
But then he did the shake afterward, and you'd assume that would have.
No, that just puts your weapon away. Wish he would calm down, but I don't think he can.
He's incapable of calm. He's just angry all the time. He's like YouTube comments or Twitter.
Yep. But a lot more coherent.
Yes.
Also, you just comboed me.
Thank goodness that did not do the full beam damage. It just counted me as getting shoved by him. Of course, bouncing off his... No, Super Saiyan 3.
If all you can do is stay down. Ooh, he's gonna chuck the world. Nope.
Nah.
Yep. Ow.
It's gonna be G rank too. Actually, no, it was Hype, or what was it called? Apex that chucked like the stage size block at you.
Yep. If I'm stunned, that's gonna be awkward.
Damn.
Nah, I'm sure it's fine.
I'm not so sure, because both cats are dead as well. Well, that said, he's still running backwards and forwards, just kind of ignoring me. Oh, he powered up.
Oh, this is awkward.
Yep. Oh, sweet spot again. Thank you. But he does a lot of damage. He is death
I'm on my way
beaming
back.
a lot right now.
That sounds like fun. I'll be there shortly.
Him turning triggered my brave animation, so then he was able to punch me.
Ooh, that's not good.
He's death beaming again.
Is he death beaming his own line?
No, he stopped. He calmed down actually, he's back to, well, Super Saiyan 1. He is enjoying his death beams though. Thank goodness they don't actually do that much damage. Oh, yeah, he left.
To 7, I think. Yes.
Oh, so is that right path?
Left path. One left and one right.
Can you also go one right then one left?
You'd have to go 2 right, then 1 left. Because there's 2 zones over there.
I don't have the map, so I can only believe you. Oh yeah, that's true. There is 2 of those bits. Super Saiyan 2.
He's got his god hand.
Don't mention that name of summon CR.
How did that miss me? Oh, this won't miss me though.
So we're saying 3.
Oh yeah, he doesn't do 3 of them because it's not G rank.
What I bounced off his butt? Is that just a bad fist hitbox, or?
Yes, probably.
Yeah, when I tried again it landed. Oh, that was off his fist though. Buttons of steel. You could do a Lagombi subspecies and call it that. A quest where you hunt it, at least.
Steel buns like Ombi.
There's full Super Saiyan God.
Yep.
Oh, it's burning scenery.
Yep, we are in a volcano.
Yeah. Neat.
Takes picture.
Yep. In Discord there's an easy reaction image because there's actually a camera taking a picture.
Is that one of your most used?
No, because I only recently discovered it when I think I was reacting to Evil Vice President saying neat.
So how did that not trigger your thingy?
Yeah, I didn't count as him doing an attack, I think, so that's why. He was powering down.
Does he stop him from death beaming up?
That's him sending a tweet.
Sure. Is Rajang cancelled now?
I hope so. Good follow.
Didn't stay down for long though.
He's
And
too,
cost me my special.
too angry to stay down.
Local ape too angry to die.
Yep.
Ow.
Not to overuse the word, but he does have a neat looking death beam.
That is correct, yes. Then again, he eats Kieran's.
He does, yes. Okay, I've activated my powerful mode so he can't hurt me. One punch me, bitch, I dare you. Don't run away from me though, it's my one weakness. That tickles for about 4 more seconds.
Ow.
No longer hit me. Fortress walls wore off. Oh, he's eating Sora. Yeah, you fight back. Show him his boss.
He's also leaving.
I'm sharpening.
Good plan.
I'm here. I'm just punching the air.
It's had karma now.
Relatively
For
speaking.
his standards, yep. That's gonna change right now.
Yep. Why does he look smaller? Oh, I guess because he's kind of standing to attention before he gets aggroed.
Yep.
You can kind of throw off your size like estimate when the fight starts. Rathian's the same.
Yep. She likes to like stretch out and look around, and then she goes into fight mode and is tinier.
Puts her head down to nomming height.
was on view. Okay.
And somehow it missed.
The gradient probably.
Yeah, because the colour went from yellow to red. And the connectors are working with him.
Thanks, absolute evasion.
He threw that
He's
at you.
limping.
Oh yeah, he is limping. Good. Do you have your special ready? Oh, your charging.
Yes. So let's wait a bit and then finish him off. Time for vengeance. Should be enough.
Sneak, 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 sneak. Hey, took the horn out too. I forgot that Sora doesn't like when I say sneak, sneak, sneak.
Snakesy snake.
What's the clicking sound?
My
Pressing
controller, your
buttons?
controller.
Yeah, probably just controller noise. There's not as much to talk about this week because it's a boring summer week.
Yep.
So you're hearing controller noise more because there's slightly more silence.
Moonlight is getting a DLC.
They would need to add a lot more to do. That game runs out of steam 2 dungeons in. Good premise though.
New dungeons, new enemies, no mini bosses. Weapon set, armor set. That's not enough.
Is it free or is it pay for?
Let me see. Probably pay for because it has its own store page, so
Oh, yeah, will be then.
and yeah, I'm not even gonna comment on the amount of porn.
What, Steam porn? I thought you meant Moonlighter porn.
That would be strange. Although I'm pretty sure that exists.
Ooh, Demon Riot 3. Is that the Joe Blade skill?
Yes, I think.
Yeah, Gamescom as soon as is PAX West.
Where's past PAX West? LA?
I don't know American geography. I don't know geography full stop honestly, but specifically American states.
No, I won't eat for Game Changer, no thank you. Let's do something else.
You're googling where PAX West is, aren't you?
Seattle.
Okay.
Oh yeah, when's the new Fire Emblem game out?
I stopped caring after they started censoring them.
Oh yeah, true. Like the black curtain for the what was it?
I don't remember the
Bathing
full
suit scene?
I don't remember the full list of stuff they censored. I'm sick
Oh
of
yeah,
they let somebody do it.
the translation was pretty bad.
Yes, the translation was the worst part because if the
Dot, dot,
translator
dot, 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 dot.
didn't like what they were saying, they just put in shit instead, like erasing an entire conversation about young assassins hating their life of having to murder people being literally changed to just them saying dot 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 to each other because it's a funny thing.
Was that guy obsessed with pickles in the Japanese version too, or was that?
No, he
added?
was not. Wait, I'm confusing him with the one who likes sweets from the one I played. Like Awakening had somebody obsessed with sweets. Oh yeah, and a deep meaningful conversation with like one of the love interest dragon little girls was changed to "rar" in brackets, that means I love you. In dragon. And not only are they just changing what the intention is, but they're also like replacing it with their own brand of shit, and somebody higher up allowed them to do it. That's not okay, because it's not just censorship, it's butchering.
I'll just be through here passing out.
Fair enough.
Oh, I zoned before I fell asleep. Excellent. Because in theory I like the premise of the new one, but guess I'll wait to see if the translation is butchered or not.
If it's by Treehouse, consider it butchered. They have hacks working for them who would rather push their own agenda than faithfully do their job.
Wasn't there a translation outrage about the like this Yakuza game too?
The Yakuza games are pretty well Wait, are you talking about like the PS2 era one where Mark Hamill voiced?
No.
Not Kiryu, the other one.
Let me try and remember this. I think it was like that secretary lady in the law office.
Oh, you mean from
like,
the newest one?
Getting like the Japanese version of catcalled, and they made it like stronger in the English version because it wouldn't come across as like catcalling if they left it in Japanese, and people were like upset about that.
That doesn't sound unreasonable because the gist of the scene is still kept to what it's meant to be. A lady gets catcalled and reacts somehow.
Yeah.
Because there is stuff that's different in Japanese culture that doesn't translate. But at the same time, the Yakuza games are always praised for being so Japanese. So maybe that's what they're outraged at. It's like, give us
possibly
the weird stuff. I mean, we've been playing these games in just Japanese, other than the one where it had Mark Hamill for however long. Yeah, Judgment is the first one to offer an English translation in a long time. And honestly,
I think they meant to like keep the shockingness of the scene intact, and it just wouldn't work if
it was something tame.
Yeah, if it was something tame, like a guy just saying behind her back, yeah, she's so hot or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Sensibilities and social norms are different in Japan.
Yes.
And that is a no to Fire Emblem, yes. There's nothing wrong with the gameplay, but I don't support bad companies.
Understandable. I might look into it. I'll see if the translation is like dead or not.
Now, if they released a free
Probably
patch
will
to
be.
make it a truer translation, then I probably still wouldn't play the older ones that were butchered, but I wouldn't hold it against them if they tried to change it. But instead they kind of like, well, I remember the person who specifically did the translation especially just double downing on their bullshit.
Oh yeah, I heard about that, and yeah, I agree. I think trying to keep the intent of the scene is okay, but changing it completely is...
Changing it so it makes more sense in the language, or translating it to it but keeping the gist of the conversation is fine. Utterly removing conversations and replacing them with literally nothing. Censoring unnecessarily, all that stuff is a big no to me.
It's in-house translation, so okay, it's gonna be pretty bad though.
If it's Nintendo in-house, that means Treehouse is doing it, yes.
Yeah.
So I would not recommend supporting it if you don't like censorship, but you're free to buy it if you want. My sister bought the samurai-themed Fire Emblems, even though I said I didn't want her to. Or rather, I told her about the censoring, so she at least made an informed decision, but I disagreed with the final conclusion.
Yep.
In fact, I think she made me buy her one for Christmas.
Wow.
Well, I don't mean she literally forced me. So I'm like, what do you want for Christmas? And she said, oh, whatever
This
one
ring.
it was. One of those samurai ones with the people who can turn into dragons. And that's
What
when
now?
because that would have given me, well, like the main character could turn into a dragon. The one that's in Smash Ultimate. Corrin, right?
Corrin?
Corrin. Corrin.
Corrin.
Whatever. Who cares?
I have no idea how to say it either, so don't worry about it.
Because that would have given me a reason to actually mention it, because it isn't something I'd just randomly bring up in conversation with my sister.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
People were also outraged that there are some special editions of Shenmue 3 coming out, and Kickstarter backers who helped make Shenmue 3 don't have access to them.
That is pretty scummy, yep.
I saw the
But then
explanation
again,
for
the
it.
whole... Go ahead.
Well, people are surmising that somebody at Deep Silver finally did the maths and realized that Shenmue 1 and 2, while beloved by the core audience that played them more or less, they did not make their money back and were actually losses. And Shenmue 3 has been so long coming that yes, it's got a few dedicated people that were willing to fund a Kickstarter. Broad appeal is not going to be there. So they're trying to recoup their investment, basically, by doing special editions. Which is, all special editions are just extra ways to recoup, but...
Like Ubisoft always does, like 6 or 7 editions each game.
So that's why they're doing it, and they weren't offered at the Kickstarter stage, because at that point they hadn't done the run the numbers. Like, I played Shenmue 1 and 2, I vaguely remember them, I don't care about 3, I have no interest in playing it, I don't think they were particularly good.
Why would you play Shenmue when Yakuza exists?
Yeah, the Yakuza games, even though I don't particularly like the combat in them, they're still better than like quick time events and whatnot that were in Shenmue. And just how dated Shenmue was, all the combat was essentially, and all the main action scenes were quick time events. Quick time events are hated now. Back then they were still novel.
That must have been a long time ago.
Yep. I'm almost certain I've told this story before, but Shenmue 2 did have a really, like, an awesome kind of bit you were supposed to work out for yourself. Where you needed information from, like, some hidden martial arts master who had given up the life of combat to become a barber. And you sit down in the chair to talk to him, and he pulls the razor to your neck, and a quick time button pops up. And what you're actually meant to do is sit there and not press it. And I didn't work it out until like 3 tries, because I was like, did I press the wrong button? I'll have to do it again. Because if you do it right by pressing the button, he gets up out of the chair and he just sends you away.
Yes, I think you've told that before.
Probably. Because it's my only memory of those games, other than quick time events. I don't remember anything about the story. I remember driving a forklift in 1.
I remember having to wait around a lot.
Yep, a lot of that. Doing those like bubble machines for no reason, just to get Sega collectibles. Like, they weren't particularly good games. They were novel because of the quick time events, and because it was like, even though it was a revenge story, there was basically no plot, and it was just day-to-day living.
Life, yeah,
it was slice of life, and Yakuza does that better.
Well, slice of life of that, like, Yakuza guy now.
Well, yeah. But in terms of like just pissing around in a Japanese city, go karaoke, go shopping, go to a nightclub and dance, you know, that's more interesting.
I think Shenmue is a bit more rural than Yakuza.
Yeah, it is. It's not a big city. It's like an outskirt place.
Did 2 end on a cliffhanger?
Yes. Well, no, because the final disc of 2 was literally just the main guy and the main girl jumping over rocks together. And then they got to some weird cave and they found one of those stones that the bad guy had, and that's how it ended, from what I vaguely remember. Yeah, I remember being very disappointed because the third disc of Shenmue 2 is like action-packed. Quick time events, but action-packed. And then the final disc is him finding that lady that's important for no apparent reason and just walking with her, and occasionally you do a quick time event to jump over stones. That's literally all it is.
Nice. I mean, if they made Shenmue with cute anime girls, it would sell more, probably.
Eh. It doesn't need to exist. It needed to exist back then to finish the actual story for people who cared, but now so long as passed, I don't care. It was a slice of life thing, it's been done better. Like, the motivation was just a guy killed his father, so he's going to kill the guy. That was it.
That's pretty basic.
It's like Death Wish, except without guns and no skills, and he just gets a day job driving a a forklift instead of actually pursuing the revenge.
That's pretty normal, actually. That's what you would do in real life.
You
Get a day job instead.
You just forklift away the pain.
Yes.
You'd lift the boxes, but you'd also lift your spirits.
Nice. That's no longer marked, but it's probably going up to where the Rajang sleeps.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Or just up here.
Yes. No, you never set the box down. You put it up on like a shelf. It will never come down.
Oh yeah, the only reason the people who don't want the PC version now that it's an Epic Store exclusive are getting the money back is because Epic is covering the cost.
Yep.
Which I guess they thought was a good idea for PR. It's like, yeah, we'll let you have a refund even though it's our fault that it's an exclusive because we gave them a big sack of cash. Because that's further limiting your market.
Yep. On a game that's already niche, but they're thinking it's so niche that they would buy at the Epic Store because of that game.
Yeah, they're hoping it will reach cult status as well, and I don't think it will. I think it will be utterly forgotten, like Mighty Number 9 style.
You can't really manufacture cult status.
Nope. But they had no
Might
reason
make a good
to.
game, so...
No, but they didn't though. They didn't make money, so that's why there wasn't a third one. It's like, why bother?
Yeah.
But the Kickstarter made money, so I guess somebody wants it.
Yep. But then again, people wanted Mighty Number 9 for a
Yeah.
while, but then they didn't anymore.
The sad state of affairs when a random roguelike indie game is more accurately a Mega Man clone than the guy who made Mega Man. Oh, 2 gems there.
He didn't really do it, did he?
Well, I believe it's a contentious
Management.
issue, yeah, that he didn't really... Like, he's the name on the door. Or was the name on the door. But clearly the talent was not there because Mighty Number 9 exists in the state it does.
Yep. Let me see, do we have anything left over this side?
There was a hyper plus health I've been ignoring for about a month now, but I'd rather still continue to ignore.
Too late.
No. No!
Let's see, water resistance. Gourmet voucher.
Plus health resistance.
Does not exist.
There's water res. I only see water res small. I don't even see medium. Am I looking past it?
I'm using an attack food. That's
Whatever.
where my
that'll
water
do.
resistance is. Oh boy, oh boy. I know myself, I'll need all the heals for this one. Oh yeah, whatever happened to the second Kickstarter the Mighty Number 9 guys did? Red Ash?
That was going to be a TV show based on it, I thought. Like an anime?
No, it was an anime and a game.
Oh. He had a lot of big ideas and not much
it's
clout.
2 Kickstarters.
Did the other
And
one...
the anime got funded, the game didn't,
Oh.
I think.
Oh wait. Plus F was probably right where I started, it's just it was in the water so I didn't see it.
I wonder whatever happened to that Red Ash stuff.
It's probably just sitting on top of that mountain in no, Morrowind. Is that the one with the big red mountain?
I think so. Don't think it was Oblivion or Skyrim, so it must have been Morrowind.
And technically Elder Scrolls Online, because Morrowind's in that as well.
I see the fish.
Sadly, so do I.
I don't have a frog, so this won't help. I wish I were a cat and I could fish him.
I miss Google. But I want land Google. I don't want water combat back.
I mean, if they made water combat good,
That's impossible.
I know.
Yeah, I think the Elder Scrolls Online has most of the regions now, with the most recent one added, if not all of them. It's a very large game.
Yep. Then again, most MMOs are kind of big.
Yeah.
Depending on how long they've been running, of course.
Final Fantasy 14 actually has its name out there enough now that people are putting it on par with WoW in terms of like what MMO would you recommend.
Yep.
Okay.
Because the expansion is pretty good. And got good reviews. I think it's got like a 91 or something overall.
It was good.
Which isn't too bad.
Connoisseurs have been doing that for a while with Final Fantasy 14. I mean like the trash normal people who like WoW. They're now starting to recommend Final Fantasy 14 instead because the latest WoW expansion was not well received.
Oh, was it?
It was not. I don't know why, because I don't care about anything to do with WoW. I just heard that it was not particularly any good. But when you've been around for as long as they have, I mean, they've been...
I mean, yeah, sooner or later.
They ran out of
You're gonna
ideas
run out
when
of
they
steam.
added the pandas. Oh no, his foot is powered up.
Oh no, whatever will be due. I wonder if the foot counts for the hip check, so
Oh.
watch out for that.
In that case, it is a genuine oh no. At first it was sarcastic. Oh man.
Remember when that Plaisir like sleep bit you a million times in a row?
I try not to remember anything involving a Plesioth.
You suppressed it.
Plesioth and Giganox are just, they're filed away deep, deep in a dark pit. Marked do not open.
Ow.
In my mind palace, they're in the mind basement.
The Minded Dungeon.
Yep.
But it's not weird, right? It's not that kind of dungeon,
It
right?
is bad enough that you got to, it made you walk away from WoW and you've been playing it since the alpha. And
Ooh.
that means it must have been pretty bad.
That is pretty bad. Well, congratulations on getting your life back. That's something good coming from that.
Speaking of nerdy things, Age of Sigmar is getting a 40k kill team-esque kind of like side game thing. I think it's called Warband or
Okay.
Warcry, something like that.
That does sound interesting. I mean, I was interested in Warhammer Fantasy at some point, but I saw I had to paint like 1 billion units. I was like, nope.
Nah, in Age of Sigmar you don't anymore. It's much smaller numbers. Try and scroll down and see... Warcry, yeah, that's what it's called.
Just like normal scale models, or
Yeah, it's. I haven't looked into it because I don't have any interest in Warhammer Fantasy really, especially because Tomb King's got annihilated with the changed Age of Sigmar.
yep. You really like those skellies, eh?
I really like that they can have giant sphinxes that they ride around on that are robots, even though it's the past.
Okay, understandable.
The dudes at your local gaming store are going nuts about it. It's amazing. Why are they going nuts about it though? What's the big deal? Is it just kill teams but fantasy armies?
mean, that could be interesting. There's a crap ton of factions. So.
Yeah. I watched a Kill Team battle report, and there's some more like novel mechanics involving like blocking doors and opening and closing doors and crap like that. But
so like Space Hulk.
Yeah, it seemed very Space Hulk to me. It didn't appeal to me as something on a smaller scale like the Batman miniature game where there's less models.
Mm-hmm.
But a game like that might give them an excuse to bring back some of the armies that were wiped out in the change to Age of Sigmar from Warhammer Fantasy.
Did anything else get wiped?
Yeah, a few things I couldn't tell you offhand. I can specifically tell you Tomb Kings because I was reading it up on it after the last session we had with Warhammer, because I was like...
The Bretons are gone? Okay.
Oh yeah, because my theory was
no more
like...
Grail Knights for you?
Total War added the Tomb Kings, yeah, it's kind of set in the changeover to Age of Sigmar, so that was a weird choice to add them.
I mean, it's still pre-Age of Sigmar, so like...
I guess, so if Nagash is still not awoken, then his army can't be a thing, and Tomb Kings is like the precursor to that.
Are the Vampire Pirates still a thing? In Sigmar?
There is a vampire army, but I don't think they're pirates.
Ugh. How boring.
Yeah, because they're all split into categories now, like armies of chaos, armies of...
Yep, Chaos, Order...
Order, there's another one. Beasts and something?
How boring. But then again, they had the same setting for a long time, so... I guess... mixing it up a little...
It is weird that they decided to wipe out armies, though.
Make those nerds buy new ones.
I guess. Most of the units are split between Nagash and Flesh Eater Corpse.
Ugh. What dare they?
You spent an entire game eating flesh, you can't go ugh to that.
No, they need all to be in Flesh Eater Courts.
Oh, you don't like them supporting the Necromancers. Big skeleton Necromancer.
The Vampire Pirates are Necromancers, so I guess I can see why they split.
Hmm.
But they're Vampire Necromancers.
Is that better or worse?
Better, I think.
Hmm. Okay, we've got
I mean,
time.
if you're already dead, you're just making more dead things.
Time for one more, but not one that will take a while.
Don't really have anything left that's quick.
We'll
do we?
see about that.
Okay, I'll leave it up to you then.
Let's see what we have here. We're fighting an adorable lad.
Okay.
Ooh. He's giving me Y Academy tickets. And Veggie Elder tickets.
Excellent. Ooh, okay.
Have you managed to successfully get any of your local gaming people into the Batman game yet, your Vice President? That you were trying to gauge interest for that, if I remember rightly. I'm all for upping the player base for that game. Nope, we should be just below it, I think. Unless he starts in the same raffles bit.
Might be in the...
Nah, he's here.
Okay, good.
Good old brother guy. Not really. Not really in terms of you haven't tried, or you did try and they weren't interested. Sell them on it being an exceptionally tactical game.
My Mega Potion, you bastard.
Blow, blow. This is quite a small one. Maybe. It's been a while, actually, so now I'm not sure. It seems small to me.
About normal, I'd feel.
Try, but they weren't interested. Insinuate that their mothers are prostitutes.
That's gonna go over well. Oh no, it's gonna teleport. Let it go.
It didn't move at all. Played possum.
It was an ambush.
Oh, I'd love Cornelius to be in the world.
That'd be pretty cool. Too much poison.
Yep. Thank you, TKFT Guardian. My potion got stolen. Good dare you. For 15 months with Twitch Prime. I remembered. I even remembered to stop by the day after my birthday. Oh, congratulations. I mean, happy birthday. Fine, congratulations, I guess.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Congratulations on being able to survive another year. We'll give you a present once we carve something off of this Cornelius. There, you get a Sora cameo. That's your birthday present. He burped.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Spit at me.
This game still have that thing where its tail only comes off when it's almost dead.
Yes.
Why? Why does it have that?
Old mechanics. Legacy mechanics. You would need updating to get rid of those.
Like if it was in some kind of frosty iceborne thingy.
A worldy.
Worldy iceborne ice frosty thingy.
Then he could get better textures as well, because
Yeah.
it's pretty bad.
Had to leave as soon as I used Fortress Walks, huh?
Yep, and he's all the way south.
Oh, that was a waste. That will be nice to the guests.
Yeah.
Or else we'll all insinuate things about your mother as well.
Was she a hamster?
That would explain his obsession with nuts. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You should have said squirrels. You've ruined that.
No, I was making a reference.
Oh. Well, for the record, would a hamster eat a nut?
Possibly.
Oh, you were saying that's Capcom's reasoning. Back, back.
Hey, Crispy got it.
Of course it is, he's a nerd.
Massive nerd. The poison just spread.
Yep.
Wow. Shall consume herbal medicine.
It's almost kind of maybe falling over.
fell over in a way where I missed my charged up hit, of course.
If you see him knocked over like on his side like that, and just see his underbelly stuff, which is that kind of off grey, he reminds me of Giganox.
Wow, that's a big insult.
Yeah, I think I might hate Chameleos now. Oh, he's up there.
And he's gone again.
He jumped over his tongue.
Nice. Black, black.
That was a triple black.
Yeah.
He stole a life powder! That's fine, I never use those
Wow.
things anyway.
Oh yeah. Right. Poison.
So I think you're poisoned. Mount! That wasn't a mount. It wasn't knockover though. Don't look at his Giganox side. That's the yuppie side.
Skiggy side.
There, immune to his poison. Oh, never mind. Poison apparently still goes through fortress walls, even though it's supposed to be immune to status effects. But whatever. Because if I use it when I've got lightning on me, that disappeared.
I think it might mean blights.
I
not
guess.
Poison. He broke his nose. How dare you? No, he's no longer fully cloaked.
Someone on my list is playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Anyone we know?
I think they were Kolak. I don't remember who that is. I just cleared out my Steam friend list the other day because I was sick of scrolling through a huge list of people I don't remember who they are or haven't been logged in for over like 200 days. Went down from like 250 to 40.
Oh, wow. Massive purge then.
Mm-hmm. Oh, back in the Overwatch days, people just added me. Like,
Yeah.
I was just looking through the list being like, who the hell is that? Who the hell is that? Well, you're gone, you're gone. Haven't logged in over a month, you're gone. Those were the two criteria.
I mean, if they're regulars, they can speak out in chat.
I don't think I got any. Mind you, towards
Might
the
be
end, my
people,
eyes were
but-
going a bit cross-eyed from looking through so many names, so it's possible I made a mistake, but I don't think I did.
There might be people that use different names on Steam and chat,
Then they deserve it as a punishment for using a different
then
name.
perish.
Should have sharpened.
Oh,
There, I
the poison
bounced
is
off
on the
tail.
zone line.
Would you like me to tell you when it's gone?
Yes, please.
No, it's still there.
Thanks for the random horse facts, Crispy.
I ain't reading that. Also, it's gone.
Good, because I decided to no longer wait. I'm sure you're fine. Ow.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Trying for the mount.
So was I. Damn it, you got it, I think.
Nope,
Nope.
just a stumble. I'll try again. Nothing.
Doesn't look as cute with its nose broken. I guess that's true of most things.
Especially boxers.
Yep. Wait, what?
That's people that get their nose broken off. Still a limb?
I think it was.
Where the hell does it go to sleep?
I don't know. No, the cave, I guess.
Might be to the side as well. But we'll see. My thingy isn't ready, so I'm just going in.
And I shall join you. You can see it. Your nose is broken, the source of your power. Camelios and Barbara Streisand, separated at birth. People these days know who Barbara Streisand is. Probably just because of the Barbara Streisand effect being a thing.
Probably. That would be the only reason. I mean, it's a crowning achievement.
True, yeah. She's mostly known for having an effect coined after her, but she's also moderately known for being a singer with a large nose.
She was a singer?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you think she was?
A B-list celebrity?
Well, usually if you're that high up in the alphabet, you have to have at least done something.
I mean, she's got an effect named after her.
Oh yeah, but she had to be famous in the first place for that to even happen. I got a gem for my first carve as well.
Nice.
The Streisand effect is, for anyone who isn't aware, when she tried to block the press from posting pictures of her holiday home, I think it was, thus drawing more attention to it than what would have had it if she'd just let it lie and not mention it.
I mean, who gives a shit what her holiday home
Exactly,
is?
but people started caring
if she
when
doesn't want them to know.
when she started having a problem with it. Thus, the Streisand effect was created.
No, I dropped my egg.
You will give me the egg.
It's too late, it's on the floor.
I'll pick it up off the floor. I can make a protein shake.
Full with dragon dung.
Yep.
Gross.
It's healthy, if those fanfics are anything to go by.
Jesus.
No, Jesus wasn't in that one. He was in the one with the cat.
Do I want to know?
Not really. I don't have anywhere to go that just wouldn't resort it to joke about Jesus being a pussy.
Ah, I see. Good.
So let's pretend that never happened.
No one watches this anyway.
Well, it
so
was
it's fine.
it was kind of large, and that is a longsword skill, a good longsword skill that looks very weeb. But anyway, for those watching after that on YouTube, there's slightly sleeping Sora, but she can tell I just started my outro, which is why her ears pricked up and she looked this way. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Ta for now.